home to 19th century building San Nicolas in Manila's Chinatown district, inspired various artworks meant to show and preserve the beauty of the area. These will be on display in the Rediscovering San Nicolas exhibition with the Urban Sketchers Manila, starting tomorrow. Instituto Cervantes de Manila director Javier Galvan tells us more in the studio. Javier, great to have you with us on The Final Word. First of all, why San Nicolas?
Well, because there is some of the oldest structures in Metro Manila, and I would say in the country, and not many people know about that. So people, for instance, go to Bigan, that is definitely wonderful, but you might find structures of great value, great heritage value, that are jeopardized. So many structures have been demolished recently.
Why have they been neglected, Javier?
Yeah, well, because of development. I mean, the economic factors have made that, well, I mean, if I own an old structure in San Nicolas that is hard to maintain, and it's some developer, some company that comes and give me a substantial amount of money, well, I will sell it, no? So that's the point, no? So that there are structures that have a great value for the community, for the country, because it's a heritage that have to be preserved for future generations.
You are an architect by profession. You've lived in and out of Manila for quite a number of decades. What did you like about San Nicolas? What and which particular structures left an imprint on you?
Yeah, actually, I've been all around the country. My doctoral research is on architecture in the Philippines from Spanish times. And even myself, I was not enough aware about the value. And so a lady that is a neighbor of the district, she will give a lecture tomorrow, Mrs. Cecilia Zunico. Well, she showed me some of these old structures that I have never seen. And for instance, especially is one building.
Yeah, a lot of them are really old and run down already, Javier.
Yeah. El Cano Cornel Besares is a very old structure with tiles, as those that we can see in Bigan. This is still in use. So I was really very, very surprised when I saw that, and I said, oh my goodness, I didn't know it, and very few people know about that, and it's really a jewel.
And to be able to rehabilitate these wonderful structures in San Nicolas, you need funding. How are you raising awareness for the City of Manila, the LGU, the local government, to take notice and preserve these beautiful old structures that are now crumbling?
Look at that. Yeah, exactly. Of course, you need funding for everything in life. But first of all, is to create awareness.
Yes.
Because, I haven't seen many people in Manila that know this district. Even when I talk about San Nicolas, they send me, San Nicolas y Locos. I say, no, San Nicolas, right here in Manila. So first of all, is to create awareness. And then to find formulas. Because it's clear that you cannot stop the development of a country, the development of a district, but it's necessary to have a commitment of the different parties implied, and to be able to preserve the most valuable houses and to allow developers to make new construction, but in those lots or in those houses that can be demolished and they don't have that value.
We really have to preserve these heritage homes in San Nicolas. But of course, like, this district is in Chinatown. So that is really prime property, which will always be, I mean, all these major developers would be interested in.
Yeah, of course. That's why the day after tomorrow, we are calling for a meeting of a working group. And we have invited scholars, neighbors, local authorities, developers, really to concile the different points of view, and to be able to come up with a realistic approach.
And what are the different formulas that Instituto is looking at together with researchers and experts?
Well, Instituto, the role of Instituto is to promote culture, Spanish culture, Filipino culture related to a Spanish period, and of course to teach a Spanish language. So we cannot be an active actor. But
A conduit,
yeah,
a bridge.
yeah, but of course what we can do is to organize meetings,
Yeah.
to invite scholars, and to create the atmosphere for the real actors. The actors will act and play together.
And one way of raising awareness and educating people is through this exhibition of sketches. How many artists are participating in this exhibition?
Well, it's a collective group. It's about 25 artists. And it's very interesting to notice that we started this last year, 1 year ago. We organized a round table. We invited several scholars. And of course, there was in the press, in the social media. And 1 or 2 weekends after we organized this activity, this group of urban sketchers, in an spontaneous way, they went to San Nicolas to spend time making these sketches. No? So, yeah, at least we got the group of, well, they are architects, draftsmen, people that love to draw. They are enough aware as to get there, to spend their time, and to produce these drawings.
And these are the Urban Sketchers Manila.
Yeah.
25 artists who came up with 2 works apiece for a total of 50. And who could
Yeah.
also work with the developers, with also major stakeholders to come up with maybe a modern but still historical San Nicolas district in Chinatown.
Yeah, actually, they already played a very important role. Being aware of the value of that, going there, instead of going to other places, they
You don't
went
have
there.
to go to Vegan anymore, Javier, which is like 6 hours away.
Yeah, well, I
All
mean,
these
of course,
beautiful homes
vegan
are
is
here
worth to go
already.
there, but we have here structures very, very important of that period. And actually, something that's very important is that there were Chinese merchants working for the business in the Philippines during the Spanish time. So these are 2 very important ingredients of the Filipino identity of today: the Chinese factor and the Spanish factor. And they work together. They were together there, no? So also it has a very important historical point. Also in San Nicolas, not many people know that Katipunan was born there, in one of the houses there that disappeared, but there's a plaque that is showing that. So it has not only heritage value, but also a historical value for the history of the Philippines.
So where can our viewers view these 50 sketches of the San Nicolas district?
Yeah, well, in Intramuros, we Instituto Cervantes, we have a premises there, cultural premises. We have an exhibit hall. It's next door to Casa Manila, and it's open to the public 7 days a week, from 9 to 6 every day. And yeah, actually, they can appreciate all these drawings in our place in Intramuros.
Well, we'll definitely be visiting Instituto de Cervantes de Manila for these sketches of the San Nicolas district in Binondo, Manila. Thank you so much for joining us on The Final Word. Javier Galvan, Director of the Instituto Cervantes de Manila.
Thank you so much. Muchas gracias. Maraming salamat po.
Muchas gracias, señor.